Hello students, welcome back to the new session of module 6. So let's start with a quick revision. In the last session I had told you what are different types of grips and how to adjust their settings. So according to the objects, the grips are displayed like in line 3, in R4, in circle 5. Okay, and there are three types of grips. Unselected grip, which is blue in color by default. The hover grip, when you move your cursor over the grip, that is orange in color, and when you select the grip, that is known as selected grip, which is also known as hot grip, which is red in color. Okay, and you can adjust these grip settings by going onto your option dialog box and selection tab. Here you have the grip size slider, you have grip area for changing all the sections, and you have an object selection limit for display of grips. You can even change your grip colors. Okay, and I had also told you some system variables in relation to your grip colors and grip tips, grip as per the block, and grips to switch on and off. Okay, today we'll be learning how to edit different objects by using grips. So I had told you there are some different modes. First and foremost is the stretch mode. Stretch mode is basically nothing but when you select a tool, when you select an object, when the grips are displayed on your screen, you can select one grip, or by pressing your shift key on your keyboard, you can select more than one grip and just pull that any one of the grip in a particular direction and it will be stretched. In this, first thing and foremost thing is I have to select the object. When I select the object, the grips are switched on. Okay. Now, in order to select the grips, that is the second part. Then I have to select the grips. If I go on one, it will select one. If I have to select two, for example, I'll press shift and select two objects. Okay, 1 and 2. If I do not press shift, I can just select one and it will come out of the selection mode. It will start stretching. Stretching is by default. Okay. When I click this, it will stretch. Okay. See, as soon as I click on my grip, the stretch tool starts in my command line. Okay. So by default, grip gives the stretch option to me. Okay. See, when I hover on it, it is showing you can stretch the vertex, you can add a vertex, and you can remove a vertex. Okay. And when I click on it, when the stretch option starts, I have options of base point and copy as well. Okay. So in order to select more grips, I have to select two grips. I have to press shift and then select two. And then release the shift key and any one of the grip you can just stretch. See, both of them have stretched. Okay, see the third. This is the resulting figure. By selecting the last two grips in the second step, we can stretch together. Okay, same way like in this example, I'll select the object. By pressing shift, I can select these two grips or these three grips and then release my shift key, and by just selecting any of them, I can pull it. Otherwise, if I do not select all of them, I'll select this object. If I select this grip, in this case, if you do not select all the three grips, still it will stretch the rectangle because this is moving in one direction. But in drawings in objects like these, which has different vertices, like this is a different vertex and this is a different vertex, so it will change the form of the object completely if you do not select both of them and drag them together. The form here which is taking as W, it will change. If I select only one, and stretch it. Okay. So I have to select both to keep this as W and work on my stretch point. I can even create copies. Okay. When I select my grip, this is my selected grip, and when I had shown you when I select a grip, after selecting this object, when I select the grip, the stretch mode will automatically start. So it has an option called copy. So when I click on copy, the particular point which I had selected, that is this grip, it will create copies of this two intersecting lines of this center of the W. Okay. Same way I can even change my base point. If this is my base point, if I select this and then click on my base point option, I can change my base point as and specify a new point. Show you. I have this object. I have selected this grip here. Okay. I have selected this grip. I have an option of copy. See, if I copy, I can create one more. Okay. Same way, if I select this object and click on this and click on base point, I can set this as my base point. So according to this base point, it will take the new form. Okay. So you can change these 2 points. And yes, by selecting the object, if you right click on that particular grip after selecting the grip. After selecting the grip, if you right click, you can see this shortcut menu with all the options which I'm going to discuss today. Stretch, move, rotate, scale, and mirror. See, I'll show you. If I select the object and I select one of the grip, then right click, see all the options. For this, I also have options like stretch vertex, add vertex, remove vertex, and other options because I'm already in the stretch mode. So it won't show stretch mode, it will show move, rotate, scale, and mirror. Base point, copy, reference is not a part of stretch mode, undo and exit. Okay. So stretching is easy. So 3 things can be done just by directly selecting a grip, you can stretch, or by pressing your shift key, you can select more than one grip, and then through a single grip, you can stretch the object. You can create copies and you can change the base point as well. Okay. Next mode is move mode. Yes, you can move your complete object to a new location. If you select your complete object and then pick on a grip, that is this, like for here in this example, this is the grip. Here you click on this grip, it will become red. This will be a selected grip. Then if you right click, select the move option and you can move it in a new location. And even you can create copies. Okay. To create multiple copies, you can press the control key and then specify displacement point, and it will make copies as per the different points. Okay. I'll show you as an example. For example, I have this circle here. I'll select the center point, click and move. Okay. Single move, I can just move it in a new location. Okay. Otherwise, if I go to move and create copy, I can even create copies. Okay. Rotate. You can rotate objects by using grips. See, here this is the object. If you select this grip, see, this is my first grip which is to be selected. I can just specify an angle, and through this point as the base point, it will rotate the object on that particular angle, for example 45 degrees. Okay. And even you can create a copy on that particular angle as well. By selecting the grip, by specifying the angle, before specifying the angle, you can select the copy option and then specify the angle. See, I'll show you. For example, I have this figure. I'll select this object. I'll select this grip and specify rotate in my shortcut menu. I'll just specify first my angle. Okay. I'll give the rotation angle as 45. So on this, with this point, it is rotated on 45 degree angle. Same way, if I want a copy of this on this 45 degree angle, I'll again select this object, click on this grip, go on rotate and click on copy. See, there is a copy option in my command line. Click on copy. Now, at my reference angle, for example, on 90 degree, I can create a copy. So my original object will be there, and on taking a 90 degree angle, I have created a copy as well. Okay. Now, the next option is with the same object here. I had shown you how to rotate and create a copy. Now, you can do this thing. Rotation you can do through your reference option as well. Same as in rotate command. You select the object, then select the grip. Through your shortcut menu, select rotate and then copy option, and then specify the reference option and select the reference option and specify reference points. Like for example, this is P1 and P2. So select point 1 and point 2 and it will take the reference of this line, and by rotating on that particular angle, it will rotate. Enter the rotation angle and it will rotate. The copy of the object will be rotated on this angle, taking this points as reference points. Okay. So here you have to do 4 inputs: rotate and then copy of the object, and then giving the reference option, specify the reference points, and then specify the rotation angle. So this is the 2 things which you can do in rotation through grips. Now scaling. Same as in scale mode, scale tool, you can scale the object. Just select the object and then take a grip point up here, select this grip point and scale up and down. If you can specify the scale factor, if the scale factor is greater than 1, so it will increase the size. If it is less than 1, it will decrease the size. Same here, you can create copies as well, and you can even use the reference points. Okay, and specify the length you want. Method is same. Select the object, click on your grip, and you can go into scale option or rotate option or move option. Okay, by default it will take the stretch mode. The last one is mirror. Herein again select the grip. When it becomes red, right click the shortcut menu, go into shortcut menu and select the mirror. And when you give a mirror 2 mirror points, that is like for example P1 and P2, it will create a mirror image. See, it will create a mirror image, but it will erase the source object. If you want to keep both of them, then you have to select the copy option. First select the grip, go into mirror option by shortcut menu, select the copy option and then give the mirror points P1 and P2. Okay, see, I'll select the object, I'll go to mirror to shortcut menu, by just giving it, it will create a mirror, but it will erase my object. So I click on copy and then it will create a copy. Okay, it is creating more copies as well. I can just skip exit by pressing enter or escape. Okay, so for giving both of them, you can create copies. Okay, so I hope you all are clear. Stretch mode, the default mode, move, it will just move around and create copies as well. And rotate, you can rotate on an angle by specifying an angle, or you can create a copy on that particular angle, and even through reference option you can give the reference points and rotate it accordingly. You can scale it and then you can also mirror it. So that's all in editing. And now to the assignment. Yes, this is your assignment for today's session. See, in this module, majorly we'll be working on learning different editing, like through grip editing and how to set a sheet and everything. So the assignment which I'll be giving you won't be particular for that particular tool, because those are editing tools. So this assignment is basically for your practice. Okay, so you have to apply all the various tools or modify tools or edit tools or draw tools as per the assignment given here, according to your learning and preference. I want a drawing format file so that I can check which all tools you have used or you have applied for this assignment. Okay, and again I'm repeating, you have to make layers. Okay, do not forget to make layers. Other than dimensions, you have to complete this assignment. Now onwards, I won't be telling you what all you have to do in this assignment, which all tools you can use. Now you have to decide, and I'll check whether you have done in a correct way. See, there are 2-3 ways of completing a particular assignment. Sometimes there are 2-3 tools we can use to create something similar. But again, those are not the method is not wrong. Just correct method is which is giving you accurate drawing with speed as well. Okay, number of steps should be less so that your assignment finishes on time. If you choose the method which has more number of steps, that is, if you do a particular assignment through a particular way, like selecting a particular draw tool or modify tool, and then you have to apply 2-3 extra tools to create that form, there's no use. It means you do not know all the tools I've taught you till date. Okay, so try using those tools which will create this assignment in very faster way, and with keeping in mind the accuracy level of your dimensions. Okay, that's all. Next session, we will do a quick revision of today's session, and then we'll move on to learn how to edit a polyline by using grips, and how to load hyperlinks and edit grip objects. Okay, so these are 3 topics I'll be covering in the next session. Thank you, students.